progress. We know that's really important, especially when the dreaded O come into our lessons. I've developed this strategy, just a very simple, quick and effective way to assess progress. So as students enter the classroom, i.e. before they even walk through the door, or on their desks, ask them to place a sticker somewhere visible, like here or on their collar, in which they can assess their learning of the unit we're about to learn. So I might say, if you're a green, that means you've done your reading, you've done your notes, you've done your pre-reading to the topic. Therefore, I need you to stay on a green by the end of this lesson. If they're on a yellow, they may have some knowledge, they may be okay, maybe a CD borderline in that topic. If they're on a red, they have absolutely no knowledge of this topic. And therefore, by the end of this lesson, we want them to jump at least to a yellow or possibly to a green. What you can do then throughout the lesson is by differentiating the activities based on their level of progress. So you can say, stop. Have we met assessment objective 1? Have we met assessment objective 2? Therefore, would you like to change your stickers? This may also highlight a green sticker moving down to a yellow. You could then intervene accordingly. Just a quick, simple way to assess progress. Think Tax. This is something I've developed to develop my students into independent learners. As the students enter the classroom, or maybe already sitting in front of their chairs on their desks, are some of these gold coins. I call these the Think Tax coins. If they ever require an answer for something, they must be independent to find out the answer, i.e. look up the answer in a dictionary, look up the answer from a textbook, read through their class notes, or maybe even ask a question to a peer. However, if they ask any questions throughout the lesson, it will cost them a Think Tax coin. If they end up in credit, i.e. they answer lots of students' questions, then excellent. Their homework will be shortened based on the fact that they have been participating superbly in lesson. Every time somebody asks a question, I say, are you prepared to give up a coin, i.e. some Think Tax, to answer that question? You can find the full information for this on my toolkit. Understanding text, quotes, images or extended pieces of writing are really important in my subjects. What I've done is I found this very useful strategy called the Magenta Principles. I actually have no idea where I found this, but they are extremely useful. So on the board here, I've got all of the Magenta Principles and the things that must be done to the text in order to show understanding, to either reduce it or maybe deconstruct it or classify it or maybe assemble it. By applying these principles to the different texts, it shows their differing levels of understanding. And if you have an extended text, like I do in my A-level law lessons, I often ask them to use 3 or more Magenta Principles to reflect their understanding. This, as with the other activities, can be found on the toolkit, in which you could have a more detailed explanation.